She's raised an astonishing amount of money in campaign contributions without selling a single sneaker. She has momentum that is currently invaluable and is the focus of the kind of national attention that money just can't buy. But the greatest embarrassment of riches Democratic presidential candidate Vice President Kamala Harris has is in the sterling number of choices she can select from as she decides who to pick for her running mate in a race that certainly will change history. And today we have blockbuster news from MSNBC and late-breaking video from one of Vice President Harris's top options, the person many people would love to see stand alongside her in this battle to save democracy. And unlike her opponent, the curiosity about her choice for a running mate isn't some self-aggrandizing audition process, but rather a survey of immensely qualified people of quality. Think about that. People of quality. Can anyone throw a dart at that roster of MAGA-infused Tea Party bastard children over at the RNC and hit a person of quality or decency? Oh, maybe Giuliani or the fetching Kimberly Guilfoyle. Never going to be Mrs. Trump. Wait, I stand corrected. There was one standout.
And I will be President Trump's strongest ally in Congress.
No, sir, Vice President Harris, or, as she's been dismissed by the arrogant MAGA elite, the childless cat lady.
What I was basically saying is that we're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. And it's just a basic fact. You look at Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, AOC, the entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children.
Yeah, the sad cat lady actually sits in the catbird seat, and her claws are bared for you, J.D. Vance, and your sugar daddy. She's in the catbird seat because she won't be alone in eviscerating your foul vision of a dystopian America. No, she can ponder and choose between a field of possibilities that, by comparison, are among the strongest representations of potential running mates we've ever seen. Harris has enlisted the law firm of Eric Holder, the former Attorney General, to vet possible running mates. And as you'll see in this MSNBC breaking update and brand new video from one of the most intriguing options, someone not on this list so far, the field of dream running mates is already wide and ready for harvest.
Tonight, Vice President Kamala Harris ramping up her search for a running mate. Her campaign requesting vetting materials from 5 elected officials, according to 2 sources familiar with the process.
And when we fight, we win!
The candidates on the shortlist include 4 governors: Pennsylvania's Josh Shapiro, North Carolina's Roy Cooper, Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan, and Tim Walz of Minnesota. Arizona Senator Mark Kelly also joining the list.
But there is one possible running mate who has proved himself to be walking kryptonite to the MAGA League of Extraordinary Simpletons.
Well, the American people disagree. They do
Well,
not.
no, the American people disagree with you because every year they buy more EVs.
No.
Why do you think they're buying more EVs every year than before?
Because it was present the numbers, because every...
Sure, 1.2 million vehicles were purchased last year, and every single
how many
quarter...
of them were government?
How's that?
How many of them were purchased by the government?
Approximately 0.5%.
Secretary Buttigieg was recently on Rachel Maddow's show on MSNBC, and he offered some thoughts about Vice President Harris. And after that, we're going to show you his most up-to-date update about his future on a possible Harris-Buttigieg ticket.
A few people in the country know more about the vice presidency and about the weight of that decision than she does. Very much trust her to make a choice that makes sense to her, that is right for the party, and that's right for the country.
It was just reported today from sources over at MSNBC that Harris is indeed considering Buttigieg as her running mate. So let's show you the latest coy take on that from Secretary Buttigieg about that very possibility.
And I know you're limited in what you can say, but I think everybody would be wanting to know this. Are you being vetted for VP?
Yeah, I just can't talk about campaigns and elections while I'm standing in front of this building in this capacity, but I understand.
Right.
And that's all the time we have for questions. Thanks,
all right.
everyone.
Thanks very much, everyone. Thank you.
What's the matter, Pete? Childless cat lady got your tongue? Well, Vice President Harris may well have found her new campaign chant.
But we are not going back. We are not going back. Not going back. We're not going back. We are not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back.
But soon, she'll also find her running mate, and she should take her time, because this new change in the election, well, it's caught the Republicans flat-footed, and now Harris can bob and weave as the fighter she is in her drive to make America better than ever.